What's up, guys? How's it going this week? I see a lot of people that are going a bit crazy with the Dino Islands, especially the guys from the region 1 to 50. So, yep, I made a lot of videos about the island by now, but I haven't made a video about like how can you actually actively prepare for the islands and some other details. So this video today is going to be about just that, and I'll put the link down below in the video description, but I've made a slide on Google. So if you guys are like more about visuals, or maybe you want a written trace or something, like you can just go in the video description and find the link to the document. Obviously, I can't put everything down, and neither do I want to. I also want people to figure things out for themselves and stuff, as usual. But like most of the information you will need can be found in these documents. Maybe later on I will add some new stuff. I don't really know just yet, but yeah, anyway, if you maybe if I update it, I'll just like notify you guys on my Discord so you can check the documents all over again. But yeah, I don't know just yet. Anyway, let's talk a bit about Huawei. Maybe you're new to Primavera, maybe not. In any case, if you don't know about Huawei already, they do have a store that is called the AppGallery. I'm on it right now, and you can basically download the application on their store. As you can see, they have a lot of campaigns. So maybe you're playing Summoner Wars, you can have up to 30% off and stuff like that. And since we are playing Primavera, what interests us today is Primavera. So if you check it out right here, you can find Primavera, and they have this campaign going on at the moment. So it gives you rotate a gift card to gain some freebies to have the best start possible in the game. And since some people may already be more advanced, and this gift, like, it's always good to have this gift, but it might not be enough for some others. So they also thought about the experienced players, and they found the right call. Like, every week they hold an event that allows you to earn cash prizes on their stores in the form of coupons. So you just have to be on their Discord and participate. It's fairly easy to participate. For example, this week you can earn up to 15 euros in price. And the task that you have to do to participate is to simply send a picture of your pet, and as is specified right here, there will be two winners. So, and like, there is all the details in their Discord, and they do one giveaway every week. So it's a fairly easy way to earn coupons and being able to spend in the game, maybe, or like maybe you're already spending but you want to spend more, be able to buy new packs and stuff like that. So I really recommend that you download the game through Huawei, and obviously join their Discord to not miss on any giveaway and participate. I participated right here. I hope I'm lucky this week. It's been a while since I haven't win any events on their Discord, but I did win like 3 or 4 times already, so can't really complain. So yeah, if you guys are interested in Huawei, all the links will be available down below in the video description. I will also pin a comment on the video, and if you have questions, don't hesitate to join my Discord or theirs. It's even better, actually. Join theirs and ask there. There will always be someone available to help you and answer a question. And honestly, I've been like working with them for a while now, and it's always been really great, a great experience. They're very helpful. They're available pretty often. Like it's completely the opposite of working with Primavera. Like you can literally contact them every time. You will have an answer. Yeah, anyway, I don't mean to like compare and say that something is better or anything, but they're very professional and they actually do the job. So I kind of think that when things are not good, I have a tendency to complain. It's very French of me. But I also think that when it's good, it should be said. So really good to work with Huawei, and I hope that you guys will be interested in all that because they're really doing an amazing job. Anyway, let's head into my sheet right here. It's not actually not a sheet, but a slide, whatever. So as you can see, I define what is the Dino Island. I explain everything. I give the pros and cons of Dino Islands. I'm going to review it real fast. Like I'm not gonna give you like read it all because obviously if you want to read it, you don't need me. So the link, as I said, will be available in the description. So go check it out. Then there's the map, a bit more details, information about the creatures you can find on the islands, some of the events. I haven't put information on all the events and stuff, but you can find some information, a few documents right here. The season store. A lot of people were worried about the natural essence because you can't go into the Atlantis War in this. Once you're in the island, you can participate in the Atlantis War. So they were like, "Oh, well, how am I going to upgrade my status and stuff?" Don't worry, guys. There is the season store. So there's these. There is also some information about the announcement, the fortification backbones and stuff. Like everything is explained. I really recommend that you just read through the documents by yourself. So yeah, and this is the page we are going to discuss right now. So prepping for Dino Island tips. So first of all, I really recommend that you start stockpiling resources because Dino Island is notoriously resource light, so you have to come prepared. So it is typically notoriously resource light because first there will be a lot of fightings. Second, these fightings are going to be crazy expensive. I don't know if you guys are on a very, I don't know, maybe peaceful region, or maybe you're not, but usually even if you fight a lot on the regular, like on your own server or even on an enemy server, you pretty much never lack resources. It's fairly easy to have resources even if you fight nonstop. And the reason for that is because basically training troops is cheap and healing them also is. Like the main problem you can face on the regular region is that you run out of rubies or speed ups to heal your troops. Like you will never run out of resources, honestly. And even if you like resources, you can always go and find some abandoned cities to plunder, or maybe you have farms and you can burn farms or whatever on the island. You won't be able to attack and access any of these farms. Maybe you can bring your own to the islands, but then you're gonna have less very active players and stuff. So I don't think it's the solution to the resource problem on the island. I think that you just need to come prepared with a lot of resources stacked in the forms of items and stuff. And obviously you also want to fill all your storages before you go to the island. So that's the first advice, and this is basically because you will fight a lot, you will not gather a lot, and you will not have any targets to refill in terms of resources, being farms or dead cities or even active players, because attacking active players is going to be like, it's gonna, in most cases, actually 99% chances, you're just gonna lose more resources attacking a city rather than like to get resources. And also it costs a shitload amount of resources. Wait a second. Yeah, I was saying it costs a shitload amount of resources to heal your troops, and I'm gonna show you actually. We've been fighting a lot since the island starts, because we're pincered by NWO and PH1, and it's been pretty fun. And so far we're like, even though we are 2v1, we're in a very good spot. But anyway, it's not the subject. What I wanted to show you guys is like, look at the amount of resources I've burned through, and it's only 70% of the resources spent for healing. Okay, and if you see like the warriors, this is all the warriors that I've destroyed, and I haven't healed them. Like, they went to the hospital and my hospitals were full, and honestly I could have healed and used speed ups and stuff, but I didn't want to, because first I wanted to get rid of all these, especially these right here. I'm not using them, they are useless. It's fat power that I don't need. And for these archers, I had a lot, so I didn't really bother. I mean, we are mainly using island troops on the islands anyway. It's not totally true, because you will also use your regular troops once you run out of healing points. The healing on the island works kinda like the Atlantis. You need points, and if you run out of points, you have to wait until it regenerates, unless you want to buy more with real money. Most of the time it's really not worth buying anything with money on the island, because it's a temporary event, and like, you're gonna get more points to heal your troops, and then the next day you're going to have to spend even more to heal more troops, and so on. To me it's a huge waste of money. So yeah, anyway, it's not the subject. All I wanted to show you is just how much resources healing troops costs. There is also another thing. You may find it difficult to gain beast bait, especially since you will not gain any from the pteranodon. So focus on ulting wild creatures before you leave for the island. If you do your 20 daily wild creatures, you may already have a stockpile. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm basically talking about, like, for example, at the moment I have the malt drink event, and one good thing on the island is that your everything is going to burn your stamina heavily, especially the Tyrex, but everything is basically gonna burn your stamina. And on the island you only have to kill 15 instead of 25, so that's a big advantage on this event. It really helps people on the island. And as you can see, I don't claim these things right here, because if I do and then the event is over, it will all go down to the toilets. So I'm just stacking them, and if at some point I need to get some to summon right here and achieve that, I will. But yeah, if you can stockpile these, it's kind of helpful. So far it hasn't been a problem for me, but from experience I know that it can become a problem, so that's a little trick. Also, in terms of saving up, I really recommend that you save up teleportation, because in your own area, as you can see right here, I can teleport for free. But believe me, you're not going to fight in your own area for long. Maybe you're right here and you have access to the neutral region. If you are teleport to the neutral region, it costs 1 teleport. You guys might not know this actually just yet, but you will have to capture hetmans, and as you can see, hetmans get a resistive force multiplicator. How does it work? It's pretty simple. I will do it in my own area just to show you guys. So let's take this one for example. I'm like 12 kilometers away from it, and if I attack it, the resistive force is 40 and 32%. Now let's say I want to attack this one. It's even further away, so the resistive force percentage increases again, and believe me, 20% is crazy huge. Even a difference of 1% can make you lose sometimes. So when you will try to take hetmans, and believe me, it's not very easy to take them. As you can see, a lot of people are taking level 2. That's just how hard it is. So what you want to do is to be right next to it. And as you can see, the placement is really important, because if I go there, it's 2.2.5. Imagine I go right here, it's 1%. Let me actually try to find one where I can like teleport freely all around it to show you. Oh, right here. It's 1% here. It's because like the hitbox to attack the building right here, it's 1.41%. But if I move a bit more like this, it will become 1%. Right here, it's 2 and something, yeah, 2%. And right here, it is 24%. So you will, if you're struggling with taking the building, you want to be either right here or right here, you know. And to do that, you will have to teleport next to it, obviously. So if it's in your own area, it's not a problem. But imagine you have to take 136 hetmans in another area than your own. It means that you're basically going to burn 136 teleportation, because you literally have to be right next to the hetmans to take it. If you're not next to it, you're going to increase the resistive force percent, and believe me, it gets pretty wild pretty fast. Even if you're crazy spenders, you're just gonna get wrecked. It's as simple as that. So you want to save up a lot of teleportation, and you also want to save up a lot of speed ups to heal your troops, to like everything. Now, what else do you have to do to prepare the island? In my opinion, you don't want to go to the island without at least T8. If you have lower troop tier, the thing is, yes, you're going to fight against people who either have the same troop tier as you or a bit higher, maybe. And so it will be fair regarding that, but it will be also crazy hard, boring, and frustrating to be on the island without at least T8, because the game is made so like, yes, you are going to get tier 11 and tier 10 troops by playing the event, because you generate island troops, and you're going to use these troops mainly. But before you get all those and you get a decent enough troop generation, you're going to have to use your own troops, and your own troops are going to fight against T11. Maybe I'm pretty sure I do. If you check right here, warrior stats, as you can see on the Pteranodon, like the wild beast, and so the troop tier is T10, so you're going to fight T10, and maybe you're fighting where is it actually? A hetmans, level 9 hetmans. Look at the tier, it's T11. So if you have T8 or below that, you're just gonna get wrecked. It's as simple as that. And to get the structures as well as a clan, like imagine you want to take the Wonder, and it's a really important building to take. You're going to fight. Actually, can I see it? No, it's the Python Citadel, so I can't. Wait a second. I'm gonna. This one. I'm gonna take a level 3 fortlet as an example. It is the lowest level you can fight. And wait. Right here. Look at the amount of troop. There's 3.6 million T8 to kill. And then there is the garrison. And that's just a level 3. So imagine if you only have T8, or imagine if you don't even have T8 actually. So honestly, if you don't have T8, I really recommend that you don't go on the island, or maybe go, but getting to T8 isn't that hard if you play a lot, or actually on a regular basis. You're gonna get there. So please get there before you go to the island. I was like, if you're in a new region and you're frustrated about not being able to participate in the island because you're not in the right range, region 1 to 50, believe me, it's for your own good. I know I always criticize the developers and stuff, but as a matter of fact, they do have a brain, and they don't release things to everyone for a reason, and this is one of the reasons. You're just not going to be able to enjoy the event to the fullest, or actually enjoy it at all. So maybe that's my other advice. When you go to the island, make sure to have at least T8. And also, as we said, it's very stamina consuming, especially the first few days, and it gets even crazier when they release the T-Rex. The T-Rexes are it's a new beast that you unlock after a few weeks on the island. You have to unlock the season milestones for it right here. And attacking one costs 30 stamina. It's even crazier that attacking barbarians that already cost 20. It's 30. So it's pretty insane, and it's an event where you have to fight 10 of them for 5 days. Imagine, I'll just let you run the math. You have to attack, when you're on the island, you have to kill 20 Pteranodon. Each one of them costs 10 stamina. You have to kill 10 elite barbarians, or if they aren't unlocked just yet, because you unlock them through the weeks. But yeah, anyway, 10 barbarians, which are 20 stamina. And then on top of it all, you also have to add the T-Rexes that cost 30 stamina, and you have to kill 10 of them. And imagine if you're fighting another clans at the in the meantime, like, it just gets wild. You're not going to be able to do everything. You will have to prioritize some things, and you're going to end up. You also have to take the Earthmans, actually. That also takes 5 stamina. Like, best advice, join the island with 100 stamina on all 4 marches. Otherwise, you're going to be in serious trouble before even going there. So yeah, if I should sum everything up, join the island with 100 stamina on all your marches. Make sure to have all your storages full, and don't only bother about the storages. You also want to have items and a shitload amount of resources stored with items. And you want a lot of rubies, speed ups, and Obviously, if you want to really enjoy this event, I really recommend it's up to you guys. If you want to taste the event without it and just have fun and get access to these crazy rewards, because participating in the island is really good in terms of rewards, go ahead. But I really recommend that you at least unlock T8 for your own good and to enjoy the event to the fullest. Also, obviously, you want to max out in terms of research. You want to max out region development. That's the kind of stuff that you want to max out anyway. Like, even if you're not on the island, you really want to max this out. So if you don't have it maxed out on the island, you're kinda going to be in troubles, because your main source of resources are going to be the chests from the islands. So if you can do that, you're pretty much fucked. I think that we've covered everything that you can actually do to prepare for the island. Lastly, maybe it's not really individual, but more like an advice for your, like, if you're a leader, an 𝐻𝐻 or whatever, you really want to play the event with people that have the same mindset as you. It's just like when you're in a region that doesn't fit you, if you are very competitive and you want to, like, you're online a lot and stuff like that, you really want to be with players that have the same playstyle. Otherwise, obviously it won't work. You will get frustrated against your members. They will also get frustrated, and you're stuck with them for 45 days anyway. So really choose carefully who you want to bring in on the islands. It's very important to join with as many people as possible, because it gives you a serious advantage over a clan that has less members than you. But it's better to be 75 rather than 100. If like 40 of the members you have in your clans are not active or not really interesting in playing this event or whatever. So yeah, maybe this is actually the best advice I can give you, is get ready for the island on a personal level, but also make sure that everyone you're going to play with actually wants to do his best. This event is really time consuming, and it can be tiring both mentally, physically. Like, it requires a lot of stamina, and I'm not talking about the in-game stamina, it's real life stamina. It's even more true for the 𝐻𝐻 and 𝐻𝐻, which will have to manage a shitload of things and talk about strategies, being online almost all the time to readapt if something happened and stuff like that. So you really want to be with people you like and with the same mindset as you. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. And if your clan collapse during the event, there is no turning back. You're stuck with them, and once your clan is dead from the inside, well, you're... Sorry. Wait, yeah. If your clan is dead from the inside, well, you're basically fucked. Anyway, if you still have questions, or maybe I forgot something or whatever, hit me up in the comment, guys. I hope it clears out some of your question, if not all, and that you feel a bit more at ease with the idea of going to the islands. Don't get too crazy about the resources amount. Obviously, if you can plunder as much as you'd like, well, you're not going to die from it. Don't worry, it's just a game. So, like, don't get crazy on your own region before going to the island. Don't worry, it's going to be, at some point, everyone is going to be drained out of resources and the rest. So don't worry too much. Do your best, but don't become obsessed and crazy with the resources amount and stuff. This event is meant to be enjoyed, so I hope that you guys will enjoy this event as much as you can, and see you guys.